If you haven't been under a rock for the past few months, then you would know that the once popular show Heroes that aired on NBC is getting a reboot under the title of Heroes Reborn. This brings up a really good question. Does the show deserve a reboot? I say, sure, why not? Many people would protest it, but why? Why was the show considered so bad that people didn't really want to see it, despite the fact that it's one of the best shows NBC's ever put out? Well, if we look at the show season by season, then we may be able to see what positive and negative aspects we should bring back and leave out. So, best place to start? Season 1. Season 1 focuses on normal, everyday people discovering that they have superpowers. And when I say normal, I mean normal. Peter Petrelli is a nurse that can copy people's abilities. His brother is a guy running for senator who can also fly. Matt Parkman is a beat cop who also reads minds. Claire Bennett's your run-of-the-mill teenage cheerleader who just happens to be invulnerable. They go to work, they go to school, they pay taxes, they put their pants on one leg at a time. The story follows these normal people as they are thrust into the world of the abnormal. They each experience this in their different ways as they all go about their daily life. Peter feels like he has to save the world from the super serial killer Siler, try and say that 3 times fast, who in turn just wants power to contrast with his menial life as a watchmaker. Hiro Nakamura tries to prove himself to be a hero like the ones in his comic books. Isaac Mendez attempts to control his drug addiction while also depending on it to draw the future. These are not Superman, Batman, the X-Men, or even Booster Gold. These are normal people who just happen to have superpowers. Another way to look at it is these characters are easily the most human. Now, Season 2. This is where most people think the show kind of jumped the proverbial shark. In this season, more characters are introduced and a new storyline that is really confusing. People time travel, a new MacGuffin disables powers, a biological weapon is threatened, and something about a samurai. This season shows characters as a little bit more than they originally were, and also Siler returns as a much more subdued version of himself. Season 3. This was a bad season. Too many powers and too many new characters were introduced. It tried to go up and out, but unfortunately it missed the ramp and was eaten by the shark. It had the government taking away super people, and it was too much. Though they did a really good job humanizing Siler, showing his childhood and his life before becoming a serial killer, he's honestly one of the best characters of the show. Season 4. Better, but not good. The show improved by putting characters back into their normal lives, however the damage was done. You knew these people could go on to bigger and better things. They could fight the government, they could fight supervillains, but instead they went back to their normal jobs and their schooling and their taxes. Though the carnival introduced in the season premiere did give a very Magneto and the X-Men appeal. Characters question themselves and their humanity and their moral standings, and plus, it turns out the cheerleader bats for the same team. Nice. So I return to my original question. Does Heroes deserve a reboot? Personally, I say yes. I'm a sucker for anything character-driven, and so I think that we need to see new characters in a new situation in the same universe with a vast lore where they encounter characters that made the original show so unique. Also, I think they need to bring back Eden McCain. I mean, I know she's dead, but she was a great character and so much more could have been done. Oh well. The miniseries should be interesting, and if you don't like it, hey, it's only 13 episodes, so don't get your knickers in a twist.
Today, to live another day, speaking my mind today.